Hi everybody, I'm Doc Shocker, and welcome to Deathstate. In our last episode, we ran around with the Scientist, one of our two new unlocks. And in this episode, we're going to be heading down the rabbit hole with the Pumpkin Man. He's got a damage bonus of 0.25. He's got a speed down of, or was it a shot speed down of something not good. And, yeah. All of his candy corn shots do fear damage. And he is, in fact, shooting candy corn. Again, that's, you know, the whole candy corn Werthers, all of that's just been my running gag for the last couple of episodes. And here we are, really shooting candy corn. That's pretty humorous to me. The Queen of Ix's crown, move faster, something. Or Seymour, move faster, is that what it said? Oh, let's not take all the damage, please. Please, let's not. I hear a champion. The Cyan Cat Eye, 10% damage, magic regen, dark seeking. Second champion. That's truly wonderful. And I'm not being ironic or sarcastic about that in any way. I will fight champions as long as they're in small numbers all day. What do we got? Unknown organ. The Blinking Spleen for 5% damage up. Got an unknown potion. I still don't really want to desecrate a run. Unless we find a sword, axe, something like that to kind of bolster our damage. That can be a real pain in the butt fight. So we'll save it for another day. Third eye potion. Alright, that's pretty cool. Got a shot if we want to gamble. We've got just enough to, but I don't really see a whole lot of point in gambling this early. I don't know if it'd serve us very well at all. Grab this gold, however. Alright, make sure all these are sold. And then there was kind of a populated room down here, but I didn't see if it was anything great to be had. It does not appear to be the case. Let's see, okay, we do have some health laying around, so at least we'll be heading down to our next floor with full health. And then hopefully we'll find some tools for which to kind of facilitate a run for ourselves. And then of course, you know, our champions and etc, etc. Another forge would be interesting. It seems like there can be some good payouts to be had there for certain. Exit. Looked a little thick with bullets there for a second. Ooh. No. Let's come on now. Come on, Doc, don't lose it. Had decent enough court vision so far. Don't let your hubris get you killed. champion. And some health. And some more health. That's the fella I want to get. Right there. Laying some fear so it'll stop shooting. Maybe. Okay. Got some good monies. Pop that, which is a health up potion. Max hit point regen, rate of fire down. There's our golden chest. Hopefully that'll have some sort of weapon. The ruby scimitar. Rate of fire up, emoliates all. I like it, I like it. Kind of deal with these last few mamma jammas. Hopefully we'll get some health to carry us into the next floor. I hate kind of riding in on our back feet into a new level, although it's only going to be layer 3 and should be able to handle it with 2 hit points, as long as there's health to be attained for us. I knew I should have stayed home today. Everybody should have. Everyone should have. Actually read and not assume. You know what they say about assumption. You shouldn't do it. I mean, if only someone would come up with a little pearl of wisdom that somehow involved the spelling of assume. We've got our demon aspect stone. We've ran with the demon aspect, and we haven't really done much with Pumpkin Man, as I just recently unlocked him, so I think we're going to forego the demon this time around. And just kind of ride with what we got. I'd still like to get us into a book. Let's see if we've got anything interesting. Let's see, we can call up an archmage here and fight him, the architect's whatever. Architect's Wonder Boy. Alright, so yeah, this potion can actually wear off any time now. So you can't get down there too easily. Aha, there's where he's hiding. Oh, that is not cool. I'm not okay with this sequence of attacks. Ooh, there we go. Yellow Fatty Spleen, plus 4 damage, move speed down. We'll take this. I don't know what it said about, something escaped from the bottle. I think it was a res potion. Let's see, we got some health laying around, so we'll pop that. We'll take out Zealot of the Architect. Or at least attempt it. Oh yeah, he went down quickly. What do we have here? I don't know. Unknown organ. The Starchild Fetal Thing. Alright, looks like it's a kind of a generalized damage up for everything. Which does not break my heart by any stretch of the imagination. I would still really like to find a book. We have that empty slot on our bar there to the left. It is, to me, slightly shocking that we have not found any sort of tome yet. But maybe maybe it works on some sort of formula where you can only get so many events, you know, like a forge or chests or whatever on any given floor. Anyway, we'll fight our boss here. Who are we fighting? Again, it's Gerkul, who did less than awesome things for us the last time. Oh my goodness. Oh, why am I doing this every time now? Like, I'm killing him and he's killing me at the exact same time. Ah! Okay. I think the exact same thing happened with the scientist. But we're only at the 11-minute mark, so I guess we're going to probably be doing a second run with Pumpkin Man here. We didn't unlock anything on that run, so that's unfortunate. But we've got some wicked-looking sword that I'm sure I will not be able to afford unless I really get some superior gold drops on this floor. There's our champion. It's good we don't have to really go hunting for him. Kind of keep the fear on him, he doesn't seem to want to shoot too much. I'm absolutely okay with that. The amphibious egg cluster, movement speed up, and rate of speed up. And a sword. Launches missiles. Follower absorbs bullets. Which means that, in effect, we have a functional orbital for ourselves. No longer have the stress of not having or having to try and raise enough capital for that sword in the shop. We'll hit the consecration there and weaken the things with the stuff and the Yaz. Again, we're not really equipped again to consecrate. And I would like to not die on the first level. But sometimes good old Cthulhu Jr. there is a bit of a headache. So I'll head down to our next floor and I'm going to drink some water. There is no peace here. Only the restless infinite. Feel the candy corn terror. Feel it. St. Vincent's Wisdom Tooth. That's maximum magic points plus 20. Not a super good organ. But we do have a pretty good special in our like little fear aura thing. Certainly lasts a bit longer than our typical fear tiers do, and that in and of itself is pretty good. Come on, let's get some things killed. Get them indentified. Alright, there's our gold chest. I kind of like the sword we've got right now, so I don't want to cash that in particularly. So I think we're looking for an active relic and a tome. Ask and you shall receive. The golden canopic idol gives us 1 hit point for 50 magic, which we do have over 50 magic points, so it's not the worst thing in the world. We don't have enough gold yet. It's going to be kind of a crapshoot to see if we can come up with that kind of gold, as we have pretty much cleared a good portion of the level, if not all of it. Which is a shame. I would have liked to have gotten a tome, just for the sake of our DPS. But, beware, I live, he says. It's okay, we've got a tome right there. I don't know if that's... Is it the one that we had just before? I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out. If it'll prompt up. Alright. Helix Invictus. Major 3 waves of flame. It's pretty good. And then we've got that book. I don't know if that was that the same book as the last floor? Do not know. I guess we'll have to make the reference. These are cotton candy shots. Or at least some manner of spun sugar nest, whatever. Oh, let's see. Get them. Must kill them all. Some health, thankfully, because very much playing like a scrub right now. Yellow fatty spleen, more damage, less move speed. Baron Grek. Okay. We've got the axe. Steals damage, the cosmos trembles. So I will take Baron Grek's battle axe. I think it does a lot of damage. It slows our fire rate down, but we do have a lot of, or we have picked up a number of increases to our, let's see, what was our potions here. Get those checked out. Bomb, unidentified potion, we'll take it. Okay, we are down 1 health. Boy, we are a slow-moving beast. Alright, it's time for some revenge against... What is it? Shardul? Sharsahal. Oh, but this third eye is... yeah. There are times where it's useful to give you kind of court vision, but beyond that, I'm not really a fan of it. Seems like it makes it more difficult to dodge, at least for me. Finish off this floor. Pick up our blue belly. Yeah, the blue blood hungry heart. 1 hit point. Decrease in rate of fire. At least we're rolling with 4 health now, so I do feel better coming into the Ozian Swamp. The Ozian Swamp. No need to gamble, I don't believe. Thought I was going to get caught in that AoE there for a second. Destroy some kobolds. Let's get up here. Fear all those suckers. Hopefully we've got some health come our way. One of these chests. Alright, yeah, we're good. We're in a good spot. I probably could have waited. I didn't have to really jump through the creep there. Still yet to set sights on our champion. Right on cue. Got the golden eye for another 0.25 damage. In terms of our damage, we're rolling pretty good. Just for verification here, our damage is 2.4. Our rate of fire is very low, however, and our move speed is not what I would call phenomenal either. But, pop this, lightheaded. Alright, so vertigo potion. My apologies if this does kind of work some inner ear shenanigans on you, the viewer. Let's wait for him to be done, then we'll issue a little more hate here. What do we have? Unknown relic. 1 wave of fire versus, I think, the 3 waves of fire we get here. So, yeah. I think we're just rolling with a far more impressive book. We'll head down to the next floor. Layer 6. Champions, hopefully get ourselves into a better health situation. Not that we're in terrible shape, I just think that's probably the soft spot of our run currently. St. Athenabury's something or other, and I was so busy trying to phonetically read that name that I completely glossed over what its effects are. Hopefully they are many and substantial. What do we have here? Lasers. Okay. So long, flames. We've just got a really good damage stat right now, and adding some snipery long range to that is going to do nothing but good things for us. Because it's going to keep us well within, I was going to say dodging, or put us in a good dodging position, where we're going to be able to kind of stay out of harm's way slightly. Alright, giant chest. That's can be good for us. If we can net ourselves a couple of super choice organs to munch on, all will be right in the world. So we'll bump this, we'll wait, hit that, and then we'll lay in, hopefully not die. Fear on. Alright. Excellent. Got the blinking spleen for movement speed. We receive Tremichen's lung. I'm not entirely sure. We'll give ourselves a little health. And by a little health, I do mean very little health. My goodness, that's somewhat awful. A half a butt of health for 50 magic points just does not seem like a very good value proposition, but we'll check that again. Oh yeah, it is 50 health for, yeah, not what I wanted out of a potion, but oh well. Feel hot-blooded. Check it and see. There's a fever of something in centigrade. Alright, we are on to Layer 7. Yes, lasers. Death lasers. Soon the Death Star will be fully operational. Oh, the hounds. The hounds are getting me today. That's a bit strange, in my opinion. Less than ideal, by all counts. Got a gray gug. Okay, we got him. Does he drop an organ? He does. Damage 2.5 and an overall 10%. So I mean that was a pretty phenomenal get for us in terms of our ability to focus down our enemies. Little micro zealots. Oof. Get out of harm's way promptly. Grab up that gold, and we'll head on to the next floor and fight our boss. So Dagon, I'm thinking. The Prince of the Antediluvian Sea. Our damage should be in a good enough spot where, in theory, we should be able to focus him down pretty handily. I don't know if fear is going to do anything to him. Probably not. He is a boss, and it's always kind of a strange proposition in some of these games as to whether status effects really have any significance to them. It would appear Dagon is quite sorted. The Royal Blue Eye for another 0.25 damage. A bomb potion? Sure. Let's have a look. Yeah, our damage is 3.19. Very, very good. Our fire damage is at 120%. Makes me somewhat regret taking the lasers over the book that we had. You are an upheaval, a flood, a fire. You are a toxic light, he says. We have entered the maze of Ix, which, from my quick look video, this was pretty much my undoing. There's certainly a lot of not awesome going on. Dizzy and Open Eye, not over the moon interested in either of those. Looks like we've got some old school Krell from like D&D times. I hear a champion, so let's make sure we get him dealt with. I'm not sure I'll fight the Architect of the Zealot, or the Zealot of the Architect. See what I did there? I showed my weird filing system internally. The Viridian Cat's Eye for a 20%, not the best. Yeah, it gave us a shot speed up, maybe? I'm not sure. But, yeah, this level proved to be my undoing previously. Got a tome. I think it's worth investigating. Just need to stay mobile until these things... Alright. Come on, eye-bat thing. Come on. There we go. Alright, what do we have? One fearful bullet. I don't think that trumps two lasers. Just don't. Especially with a very good damage stat bumping for us right now. Being in these tight corridors are going to be, it's going to be its own fresh hell. Whenever we find ourselves in a surplus of magic points, I should probably bump that to keep our health rolling along nicely. Make sure we get all these little bat creatures dealt with in a satisfactory... Ooh, beholders. I'm sorry, they're probably not called beholders, because I believe that is a trademark of the Wizards of the Coast, i.e. Hasbro. But yeah, we're certainly getting into some very D&D inspired demon aspect stone yet again. The red demon. I don't know if there's any difference there. Well, what we will do is we'll use it for a moment, and then we'll switch back to Pumpkin Man. And then the little brain stock things, I think those are they called creels, perhaps? I think creel is what they were called in old school, like 2nd edition D&D. Which, while I am still a fairly active role-playing game snob, I guess would be the term, D&D hasn't really been kind of on the radar for, well, a couple of years now. But there are some games that are filed under the old school Renaissance, the OSR, anything where you've got, you know, newer mechanical games such as Dungeon World. I think maybe Lady Blackbird might fit into that nicely. But then you also have like the old schoolers, your basic fantasy RPG, which while it has a D20 backbone, is a hyper simplified but very, very awesome kind of true conversion of old school D&D into modern D&D. But I'm completely on a tangent. Ruddy Eye, 10% damage. Let's get these guys sorted. But yeah, a lot of these sorts of enemies that we're seeing here, in particular these orby looking ones with the eye stalks, I mean, that's one of the iconic D&D villains there. This could be a gibbering maw, possibly, these fleshy things. I think, yeah, those are called, I think, creels. But again, if you feel like correcting me, please leave a comment in the comment section. We'll totally get on to that discussion. I don't know what that distortion effect, if that is a random event or I'm getting too close to something and it's taking its toll or what. But that's certainly a very, very strange effect. Bump that, get ourselves a little health. Wait for that to get off cooldown so we can hit it again, which honestly it feels as though the cooldown for this healing totem I've got is pretty needless, as it is not, well, not quite a waste. It's handy, but it certainly doesn't need a 10-second cooldown for a half a pip of health. There's our portal to the next floor. Who knows what kind of trolling is going to be in store for us there. Potions. Health plus. Alright, that's fantastic. We're going to sit on that for just a moment. I can sense a timeless hunger, a constant consuming force awakens, drawn to something within me. Is it my power? Is it my soul? Maybe it's just the water in the glass I'm about to drink. Ah, delicious. Alright, on we go. We're on layer 11. Yeah, I'm thinking that must be an enemy that is creating that effect. That is certainly probably the gibbering maw kind of shambly mouth thingies. I'm sure they are undoubtedly the cause. Let's pop that. We're gonna try and keep this health plus potion that we're rocking as long as possible. Because, well, it's a full health, and that is very much worth its weight in the gold that I paid for it. So our champion it is. Alright. Sorted. The Royal Blue Cat Eye, 25 or 0.25 damage, 10% ice, 10% something else. Yeah, those things kind of blip a little too quick. So when people are working on my Tauntaun mod and the Willy Wonka full conversion, if you could just, you know, make the little item chyrons there exist for like 2 more seconds, I would appreciate it beyond words. Let's see, do I want to fight a Zealot of the Architect? I don't know. These IBAT things are trolling me pretty hard, but if we can get some of this real estate opened up for us, I think it'd be worth trying. Okay, but we're gonna die if I don't pop that potion, which is really a shame. But it does get us, let's see, what's our new book? Follower Fire's Plague Bullets. We'll check. Do I have any plague bonus? I do not. So the range of the lasers are probably a good sign of why I have lasted as long as I have, but I think we're gonna just kind of sneak in here, get some of these mofos taken care of, hope for a half heart of health, I think would be great, before we step through our portal and fight our next boss. Alright, well, here we go. I hunger. Here we are, traveling into the city of Ix proper, it appears. Let's get some of these IBATs dealt with. Oh, well, thank you for that. I love you, too. It's probably just going to continue to generate them. So, who do we have? Gulval, the Insatiable. I think we are to believe he is a hungry boy. Okay, so we can technically dodge over the poison, as long as we're careful. Okay. Dealt with fairly easily, I would say. Not the hardest boss I've ever fought. Fungal Fragment, plus 0.1 damage and some plague damage. So now that book would have been good. Achievement unlocked, the end of all things. This is my library, my realm of peace. Bring not your violence here, we are scholars. Alright, need to drink some agua. Alright, so we are somewhere that exists. We have entered the Lost Arcanum. So we've got creeping horrors and kind of a very mind-warping visual backdrop here. I mean, in a very good way. This is very visually interesting to me. I don't know. Can I zap you through the wall? I can. That's gonna get me on the highlight reel, I think. Golden Cat Eye, Dark Seeker. Greed sustains me. I've found evidently enough gold along the way to unlock that particular achieve. We've got an unknown relic. We have fires at 2 extra foes. Let's check what our... I'm not liking the bullets more than I like my lasers. These lasers are super beyond all fun. Please don't hit me. I really don't want to die. This is hands down the furthest I've made it in this game. So it's very, very cool to... I guess I waited to start doing good until I started doing a Let's Play of this series. Not cash it in just yet. Oh. The bullets are so slow moving that it just, I don't know, it's so weird dodging on some of these enemies. Okay. But I guess when they're slow moving, it makes them easier to dodge into, since you don't have to worry about dodging away from them quite so much. But maybe that's just, you know, a poorly conceived theory. There's our portal. Head ourselves a little deeper down the rabbit hole. Grab some loot for ourselves and be on our way here. That as well. Alright. You have your own library, you know. Return to it. Return to it now. Alright. So evidently we're not really welcome here. Although, you know, it kind of indicates we are certainly getting close to finding the professor. My apologies for lapse in commentary. Just trying to prevent my mind from getting too flooded here by the rather high amount of bullet hell I'm currently experiencing for myself. Hermit's Heart, 1 max HP. I will take it. We're in an okay health position. Warp Steel Blade, what's this going to do? Fires Plague Bullets, fires in bursts, deals higher damage. Might have to bump down, check our stat. Okay, we're still at a 3/6 damage stat, so I think we're gonna ride with this for a bit, because I think having the Plague Bullets, they do splash damage and other good stuff. We do have a bonus to it. Pop that. Leap back down here, grab that. Continue upward here. And again, there's our portal, which I don't think it's going to serve us to dilly-dally. Time for you to stop. Time for you to show respect. Time for you to kneel. Well, it doesn't appear, because it doesn't have the little skull chyron yet, so I guess we're just going to be in layer 15, and then we're going to fight something in the next level. Alright, well, fun, laser. Figure you'd at least bore a hole through the wall by this point. Wow, that pink, my apologies for that. That's some eyesore right there. Yeah, I think a bomb potion, well, we have no other potion, so a bomb potion will be just fine for us. If we find ourselves getting crowded by mofos, then it's probably going to be a great thing to have on us. Get him, the guy shooting the lasers. Yes, take out the gentleman with the laser fists, please. Thank you. Let's see, I believe this relic would give us invulnerability. Yeah, for 3 seconds. But I think I want the healing relic. As not phenomenal as it is actually somewhat better than probably the invulnerability. Come on. Get Mr. Lasers. Get this pink aura off the screen, because that is hurting my brain to a degree. Getting so mind flooded right now. And I know any remotely entertaining commentary I had left in me is getting chewed up. I know while everybody does watch these videos for the dulcet tone of my voice, you know, it's still alright. Full health, so we're going. Now we will meet, and you will kneel, you will die. Okay, Professor. Okay, Professor. Oh, the seat of the Arcanist. Alright. So we've got our heal, we've got our fear, we've got 3.6 damage. We got some plague damage. Alright, so the Soul of the Abyss, the Primal Id. Alright. within a workable range here and hopefully not bite the big one. To say oh my, really? So that little portal thing just like outright one-shots you. Oh, that hurts my soul. Alright, so we have unlocked Carcassus, the Grave of Time, Endless Mode, the Star Creep, the Star Child's Eye, the Transcendent Item Cache, the Brain of Duke Thyrsus, the Fetal Thing, the Night Star Idol, the Bloodstone Bible Orange Testament, and that is all. So, my goodness, what a run for today's episode of Deathstate. If you've enjoyed the video, please be sure to press the like button down below. If you have any comments, questions, or critiques for me, you can feel free to leave those in the comments section below. I'd love to hear from you. And with that, this has been Deathstate. I'm Doc Shocker. You've been great. Happy gaming.